Hello and welcome back. As you would have saw in the other video, I'm still trying to source the issue regarding the non-starting of the car, and originally I thought it was the fuel pump. This is the old fuel pump here, and I got a second-hand one online, which is there. Both work, and I'll cut to this one, the original one that was inside the tank, doing a quick test on it. So clearly I had a full tank of fuel in there before. I don't know if you can see it move when I shake the car. So I've managed to get the fuel cylinder unit out. Did make a bit of a mess with fuel, as you can see right there. So obviously need to watch for sparks now, but I'm just waiting to literally take these pins off and see if I can get this pump to spin and pump some fuel. So I've just hooked up 12 volts to the fuel pump, and as you can hear, it is working, and it sparked fuel over there. So the fuel pump's obviously working, and I did check the fuse on the system. So now I'm starting to think maybe it's a fuel pump relay, which is actually built into the SAM unit, and this is absolutely disastrous. So as you could see on that video, that was rotating and spinning quite freely, and I have went round absolutely everything on this engine to see if there was anything loose, and so far there wasn't actually on the main engine and its cradle. However, when I was going round, I did pick up a few little things, which I'll show you here. First thing was, and this is not due to the starting at all, is that this cable is being squashed, and you can see that I'll need some attention. But here, and I have sprayed some contact cleaner on this, just as a quick thing, and I'll need to obviously work on it a little bit more, is that it's actually broken. When you look on Evolution website, this earth point is a known issue, and also it relates to the ECU, so it's the ground for the ECU, the fuel pump, blah 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 blah, and you can see that all the green in here. So I'm just a way to try and free up this nut and get this contact off, so I can see what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to cut it, re-crimp it with a new ring on it, or basically see what's going to happen. So I'm just going to spray some double lock, which is basically like a thread loosener, and we'll see if we can get it off. So we'll go and try that just now. So I've just done a temporary connection under here, as rough as I can get it. But it's just basically to see if it is that connection. So I've just done a temporary thing just to see. I've reconnected the fuel pump to the cable. I'm waiting to plug in the ECU, and then we'll do a quick test to see if I can hear the pump for the fuel pump even. Jesus. So yeah, we'll go and connect the ECU, and then we'll do a takeover test. So I've actually taken the ECU out of the car, and as you can see, as you can see that there doesn't appear to be any water ingress on the chip at all. I'll just flip it over the other side. You can see that it looks very, very clean indeed. However, you can see that on the pins that are got quite a coating on them, so I wouldn't mind getting that cleaned. You can see that one in the bottom right hand corner is green, and these ones seem to be okay, but I'll get them cleaned up and then I'll get it put back together again. That's the ECU connected. Like I say, the fuel pump is connected as well. That cable is temporarily put on, so I'm just going to basically unlock the car. Ooh, so that was a different noise. That definitely sounded like the fuel pump turned on there, for sure. Ooh, do you hear that? So that is definitely the fuel pump working. So what I'm going to do, there's clearly not enough amps to turn the engine. Sorry, the video cut out there. So as you could hear the fuel pump actually spinning and rotating. So the next step will be to get the fuel pump back in the tank, That O-ring is actually swelled up like some O-rings do with diesel and base oils. So we'll get the O-ring from that one, get that all tightened up. We'll get the airbox back on to the carrier, the ECU back on. We'll tidy up this little bodge job that I did just to do proof of concept. Then we should be in a position to go for a full test because the fuel pump is working. It's late in the evening because I got home from work late. We'll come back onto this tomorrow hopefully, so we'll see you tomorrow. So let's drop the fuel pump and cylinder unit back into the tank, get the ring and O-ring back on, connect that all back up, and I'll come back to you with what we're going to do next. So that's the fuel pump all back in. Bit of a nightmare trying to get this O-ring on, obviously that's a spare. So basically I think I'm 100% ready to do a start. I've got the charger back on the battery because it was flat earlier on. So we'll go for a tick over and see. So it says online to obviously do a prime. We'll unlock the car, let that prime for a little bit. You can hear the pump. We'll do that 2 or 3 times. Obviously my cat's been in here with its feet. Let's go for our start. Well, I hear fuel pissing out somewhere. Oh, I forgot to connect. Right, I completely forgot to connect the pipes to the fuel filter, did I? After. We'll take a pause, I'll get this cleaned up and get that pipes connected, and that'll give the chance for the battery to charge as well. Honestly, can't believe I did that. So that's all the pipe work back on and the fuel cleaned up. So let's restart the process again and see if we can get her started. So we'll just oh, come on. Oh, we're close. We're so close. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on. Let's give it a wee rev. Oh, why is it? Okay, it didn't like a bit of gas. That was positive. It started, but as soon as I gave it some gas, it conked out. So I'm going to have a go again and see what's going on. So that's it started again. Seems very lumpy. Also, I can't run it too long because it doesn't have any coolant in it. So I'm just going to go for a accelerate. Yeah, so as soon as you push the accelerator, she conks out. I'm going to end the video there. We've got the vehicle started, but obviously there's some ongoing issues which we'll resolve in the next video, so she continues to run. See you in the next one.